All right, let's dive in. Today we're talking about a tool that's supposed to cut through all the noise in the market. It's called the Supertrend Indicator. It promises to bring some real clarity when things get chaotic. So let's see what it's all about. You know the feeling, right? You're staring at a price chart and it's just a mess. It's jumping all over the place. Is the market going up? Is it going down? Sideways? Who knows? It feels totally random. Well, that chaos, that's what traders call market noise. And the Supertrend Indicator, it was literally designed to cut right through that noise and show you what's really going on with the trend.
Okay, so what is this thing? Basically, the Supertrend is this really slick overlay that sits right on top of your price chart. And the beauty of it? It's super simple. You get a green line, you get a red line, and boom, you instantly see the direction of the market. It's designed to be that easy to read. But what's going on behind the scenes?
Here's the cool part, though. It's not just some static trend line. It's dynamic. It's actually alive in a way. It's constantly adjusting based on how volatile the market is. So it's not just telling you, hey, the trend is up. It's also giving you this moving level of support or resistance. And that ability to adapt in real time, that's what makes it so useful.
So the big question is, how does it know when to flip from green to red or red to green? It kind of looks like magic, but I promise it's not. It's all based on some pretty clever math. So let's pop the hood and see what's really powering this thing.
It really boils down to just two main ingredients. First, you've got something called the ATR, or average true range. All that does is measure how choppy the market has been lately. You know, how much the price is bouncing around. That's step one, measure the volatility. Then there's step two, the multiplier. This is just a number you pick that gets multiplied by that volatility measurement. Think of it like creating a buffer zone or a cushion around the price. That's it. That's the whole secret sauce, volatility and sensitivity.
And this is where it gets really interesting because you can actually tweak these settings to fit your style of trading. If you're a short-term trader, you might want more aggressive settings, a smaller ATR period and a smaller multiplier to get faster signals. But if you're a long-term investor, you'd probably go for more conservative settings to filter out the noise and get fewer but maybe more reliable signals. The standard settings, usually 10 for the ATR and 3 for the multiplier, are a really good, balanced place to start. Okay, so it sounds easy enough, right? Green line means buy, red line means sell. Simple. Well, not so fast. This is exactly where so many new traders go wrong. It's the biggest trap with this indicator, and it can be super frustrating. So let's talk about it so you can avoid it. Listen up, because this is crucial. The number one mistake people make is treating the super trend like it's a traffic light. Green means go, red means stop. No, a color flip is not an automatic push the button now signal to buy or sell. If you use it that way, you're pretty much setting yourself up for failure. It's a recipe for disaster. I get why it's tempting. When a market is in a beautiful, strong trend, just following the colors looks like a money printing machine. It's perfect. But let's be real. How often does that happen? The reality is, markets spend a ton of time just chopping around sideways. And in those conditions, if you just blindly follow the color flips, you're gonna get whipsawed. That's when you're tricked into buying at the top and selling at the bottom over and over again. It's just a slow, painful way to lose money.
Okay, so if we're not supposed to use it as a simple buy here, sell here signal, then what good is it? Well, we need to completely reframe how we think about it. Stop seeing it as a signal generator. Instead, think of it as a really smart assistant for confirming the trend and managing your risk. Let me show you 3 much better, much more effective ways to use it.
First up, and this is probably its most powerful use it as a trend filter. That's it. So before you even think about placing a trade, just glance at the supertrend. Is the line green? Okay, that confirms the momentum is bullish. Is it red? All right, momentum is bearish. It's like a final sanity check to make sure you're swimming with the current, not fighting against it. Second, and this is brilliant, use it as a dynamic stop loss. So let's say you're in an uptrend. You can set your stop loss just underneath that green line. And as the price moves up, the supertrend line will move up with it, basically trailing your stop for you and locking in your profit. And the best part? Since it's based on volatility, it automatically gives your trade more room to breathe when the market's wild, and it tightens up when things are quiet. It's smart risk management. And number 3, use it to filter breakouts. Oh man, we've all been there. You see the price smash through a key resistance level, you jump in, and then it immediately reverses and you're trapped. It's the worst. Well, you can use the Supertrend as a confirmation tool. Wait for the price to break out,
and for the supertrend to agree with it, like turning green on that upward break. It's an extra layer of defense against those frustrating false breakouts. So, all of this really leads us to the final and honestly the most critical lesson here. Real success in trading, it's not about finding some magical indicator that predicts the future. It's about a fundamental shift in your mindset. It's about moving away from trying to predict and moving towards thinking in probabilities.
You know, the great trading psychologist Mark Douglas had this amazing quote that really nails it. He basically said that none of these technical tools can tell you what's going to happen on your very next trade. It's impossible. What they can do, though, is give you a statistical edge over a whole series of trades. It's all about playing the long game with probabilities, not chasing this fantasy of being right every single time. So, I want to leave you with this one final question to think about. When you pull up your charts, what are you really looking for? Are you searching for a crystal ball, something that'll tell you the future with 100% certainty? Or are you using your tools, like the Supertrend, as a compass, a guide to help you navigate the uncertain waters of the market? Because that shift in perspective, honestly, that makes all the difference.